Namaskaram everyone, this is Vishwaksen and welcome to Vaka Talks. Today I want to talk about cutting people out of our life, cutting toxic people out of our life, cutting all versions of the toxic people in our life. What I mean by cutting all versions of the toxic person is that every person, however traumatic our relationship with them is, will have some positives in them. Suppose when we are talking about a parent who was neglectful of your emotional needs, who basically was invalidating you, who was demeaning you, who was lacking support, who was not supporting you, but they were feeding you, they were paying for your education, they provided some basic necessities. So when you have to cut yourself from this person, yes, you can justify, yes, I don't want to deal with anything that has to do with their lack of support, them making fun of you, them demeaning you, them not offering their support or protection when you needed. But you also have to cut yourself from their nourishing side. They have provided you with food. You have to cut yourself from that version of them as well. You have to cut yourself from the version that educated you. You have to cut yourself from the version that maybe once in a while asked you and responded to your needs. Along with this, when we are in a toxic relationship, romantic relationship, and we decide to leave the relationship because we were not respected, we were not recognized, our emotions were not validated, our experiences were not recognized, we have to also cut ourselves away from the versions in the relationship where we had fun. Yes, we went on a trip. Yes, we went out on a date. We went out to a nice restaurant and we had some nice food, and uh, the sex was great. You have to cut yourself out from all the things that you enjoyed in the relationship with them as well. It's not just the negatives. You cut from their demeaning treatment, you cut from their lack of respect, you cut yourself away from them invalidating your experiences, you cut yourself when they call you names, you cut yourself when they were abusive of you. All these things are justified, right? But it is also justified to cut yourself away from the fun you had with them, because if you don't cut yourself away from the fun you had with a toxic person, that will be the magnet that is going to pull you back into the relationship with them. This is why we have a lot of on again and off again relationships, because every time you don't want to cut yourself away from the positives that you had in the relationship with them, you remember them, you miss them, you miss the you miss the dates that you go on, you miss the vacations that you go on. Yes, you might have gone to Paris, Milan, to Niagara, to uh, various places. You might have enjoyed that. You might have enjoyed versions of that, different aspects of that. You have to cut yourself away from that enjoyment to cut yourself away from the toxic person. You might have enjoyed the sex a lot, but is that a reason enough to put up with all the toxicity with the person. You have to you have to cut yourself away from the amazing time that you had with them. They feed you, they cook for you, but they're invalidating you. They they, they talk to you once in a while, and they make fun when you share things with them. They make fun of you, they hurt your feelings. So when we are cutting ourselves from a toxic person, it's easy to cut all the negatives away, and it is difficult to let go of the things that we enjoyed, because we we feel helpless. If I let go of the little things that I enjoyed, I'm letting go of all the experiences that I had in all this time that I spent with them. So I would feel like all this time has been a waste. I wasted all this time. I did not get anything out of it if I let go of these little positives. But if you don't let go of these positives, these will be the magnets that they use to pull you back. You try to leave them, and when you let go of the negatives, you are basically letting go of the aspects of them that you don't like. So you don't no longer associate those aspects with them. You not letting go of the positives in the relationship keeps you attached to them. So they are basically absolved of all the negatives by you letting go of the negative aspects of them. But when you hold on to the positive aspects of them, you start painting them in much better light as time goes on. And when they say that, oh, we should give it another try, I'm missing you, let's try to get back together and let's try to work it out, you are excited because you remember, you because you are holding on to the positives of the relationship, and you miss them as well, and you jump with joy and get back into a relationship. This cycle repeats. This is not a one and done situation. Every time you have the courage, you realize that they're toxic and you leave, they pull you back with the things that you refrain to let go.